kind of halfway into this project already, but decided to record this. If you need to replace wheel studs or rethread some boogered up threads on a wheel stud, this truck here that I'm working on, it's a 2013 Ram 2500. It had some oversized tires and wheels put on it, and they just didn't play well with the truck. The wheels came off, messed up a lot of the wheel studs. Had to buy some new ones all the way around the truck. Just kind of show you what happened. Some of them broke off, but a lot of the ones that didn't got stripped out threads or plugged up with aluminum from the wheels and lug nuts that came off. It's kind of a bad deal. So anyway, as far as replacement, Dodge kind of has the market cornered on the wheel studs and the factory fit lug nuts on here. The wheel studs, they're M14 by 1.5, just the threads on them. The lug nut itself is an M14 by 1.5 with a 22mm hex head. Just be prepared if you call the dealership to buy these. The wheel stud is $10, or I'm sorry, $11 and some change each. Each one of these lug nuts, Dodge will charge you $10 and some change for each one of those. So just be prepared for that. And if you have to repair any threads, which is what was done on this one here, it just had some aluminum stuck in it. It was boogered up a little bit, but we bought all the wheel studs our local dealership had, so I needed to save one, so this was the best. I purchased, let me see if I can get out of the sun here, I'm doing this outside. I purchased this at O'Reilly's. I think it was like $9.98 plus tax. It's an M14 by 1.5 thread die. It works with, let's see, you can use, I forgot what size it is, a 36mm socket to turn it on to your wheel studs. The problem is on this Dodge, on this axle here, when you're threading this on, there's not enough space underneath it. So you want to get it started, make sure it's straight. Get it on as far as you can, as straight as you can. What I have used is channel locks. It takes a few minutes, but you can just kind of run it down on there. I'm not going to take it all the way to the end because it's already been done. I just wanted to show you how it was done. But once you get it all the way to the end and get all of your threads all cleaned out, you're going to take it back off, and then you can test it out with a lug nut, which I have one here. So, you know, the threads are all cleared out now. Like I said, that M14 by 1.5 die that is used for this size of wheel stud, it was only $10, and it really is easier to use than changing out the wheel studs. But like I said, most of the wheel studs on this truck were destroyed. If you do have to change the wheel studs, I know everybody's got their own way of doing it. I've always used just a little sledgehammer like this with a chisel end. Just kind of knock the wheel stud out. You hear a lot of people say they got to heat these up and everything. I've never had to heat up a wheel stud to get them out of the vehicle, but then just kind of take your time. Make sure it's completely seated, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Now they're all new. This particular truck, like I said, this is a 2013 Ram. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes, so it's got a parking brake here. You're just going to take your rotor, it slips back on, put the caliper back on, and then put the tire back on. That's all there is to it. Like I said, when you buy your lug nuts, make sure that you're buying stuff that'll actually fit the truck. There's a lot of wheel studs and lug nuts, especially for these Ram trucks, that are online and they say they're for their newer ones, and they're not. Most of them are for older models, and when you get them, they are not the exact same size. So just make sure, you know, if you are buying aftermarket off of Amazon, eBay, or some other auto parts website, that you're making sure you're getting stuff that's actually going to fit your truck. Do a little research on it. But it's a pretty simple project to replace the wheel studs or to repair the threads. Now, if you have threads where they're completely notched out, you know, threads missing, I would replace that stud. Don't try to rethread it, because if you do, you're going to have little places where pieces of the thread's missing. So when you run your lug nut on there, it's not going to have 100% of the thread to make tension up against, so it will come loose. And you know, if this was damaged and you put a lug nut on here and this one comes loose, it's a matter of time. These two will also work their way loose, and then you're just going to damage all of your wheel studs again. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments below. You know, click subscribe. Help me out. Thank you.